We have spoken about this before in our lessons, so I'm hoping that we are all on the same page. You should be able to say this in your sleep by now. What is the equation of a straight line graph? Like the basic equation.
Let's go, my people. Anyone?
Oh, Rabe, we're calling you by your last name. So sorry, so sorry. Chilo, yes. What is my equation of a straight line graph?
It's not y equals mx plus c.
100%. Beautiful. Yes, well done. Lovely. Okay, so when we are working with any type of straight line equation, Selekane, I see it's also y equals mx plus c. Beautiful. That m, okay, that stands for our gradient. And our gradient is our steepness of the graph or our slope of the graph. And then this c over here is our y-intercept, okay? And your y-intercept is where your line crosses the x, the y-axis. Okay, it's when x is equal to 0. Okay, now the new thing that we are going to be bringing in this lesson, which some of you will have already done at school, is we're going to talk about how we find the gradient. So when we're looking for the gradient, we use a formula. And that formula is y2 over y1 over x2 minus x1. And that is what we use to find our gradient. So we're going to be using that formula a lot today. We're also hopefully going to get to a point where we can substitute some things in, but we'll see how the lesson goes. Okay. If you have not seen this before somewhere, please make sure you have this written down, at least the y equals mx plus c and this formula over here, because you're going to be using it a lot in today's lesson. Tiana, hello.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, Sisa, I did this by school, ma'am.
Good.
And like the first time we did it, ma'am, we didn't do the y-intercept method. I don't know what we were doing. But then the teacher told me I did a different method. I don't know, she said it's wrong or something like that. Because she like made us put I don't even understand. But she made us put the, ma'am, see we make the y and the x is 0.
Yeah.
Or like the y, we make the x, the x, we make it a 0. She never made it a 0. I think there was something there and she made it a 2. There was like 3 and then a 2 in brackets.
Okay, so sometimes we need to do that way. So that would have been what you would have done at the end of the lesson on Tuesday. Sometimes if our graph, like for example, if our graph looks like that, y is equal to 3x, we have no y-intercept. It would be plus 0. And so because of that plus 0, we can't do the intercept method. We have to either put our own values for x in, or we can use the table method. But we can't use the intercept method if our y-intercept is 0.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's jump in and see how these go. I'm going to go through this one step by step with you, and then I'm going to let you do a couple. We're going to do a brain break, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. So before I jump into anything, my first question to you is I'm going to be even more specific. What are my coordinates of my y-intercept in this graph? What are my coordinates of my y-intercept in this graph?
Let's go, my people. Let's see. I believe in you guys.
Fatu, yes. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, so remember your y-intercept is where that's my y-axis, okay? It's where my line crosses my y-axis, okay? So this point over here, that point over there is my y-intercept. And at our y-intercept, our x value would be 0. So the coordinates here would be 0 and 2. Okay. So when we're working for a straight line, we have y equals mx plus c. In order to find m, we need to look at the change of y over the change of x. Okay, You don't need to do this step, but for those of you who are getting confused, sometimes this step really helps. Choose any pair. It doesn't matter which pair you choose to start with. So I'm going to say x1 and y1 and x2 and y2. As long as your ones are together and your twos are together, it doesn't matter where they are. Okay. And then I'm just going to substitute things in here. So m is equal to y2, which is -6, minus y1, which is 2, over x2, which is -2, minus x1, which is 0. So -6 minus 2 gives me -8. -2 minus 0 gives me -2. A negative and a negative gives me a positive, and 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. So now I have my m value. But we also have our y-intercept because we know that that point is my y-intercept. So when I put this into my equation, I say, well, m is equal to 4. Okay, so that's that guy over there. So 4x, and then we add in our y-intercept, which is 2. And that's the equation that I'm looking for. And I would give you 2 marks for getting the 4 and 1 mark for getting the 2. Does anyone have any questions about what they are seeing right now before you try one by yourselves? This is your time to ask any question about anything that you would like some clarification on. Nice. Yes, Robbie, well done. Tiana, how can I help?
Ma'am. So basically, we must just put. No, I'm confused. What are we doing? Like we must put both the y's together and both the x's together.
Yes, so you want to subtract one of the y's from the other y, and you want to subtract one of the x's from the other x. So that gives you your m value. That gives us our gradient.
So how do we know which one is first?
You can choose. So you can you don't have to make this x1 and y1. You could have made this x2 and y2, and you could have made that x1 and y1. It won't matter. As long as you keep this order the same, you'll be fine.
I feel nervous, but anyway, ma'am, can give us the first one.
Yeah, you don't need to
You'll
feel
be-
nervous.
You'll
I
be
mean, what's the worst that
okay.
can happen, Tiana? The worst thing that happens is you don't get it right. That's okay. Like, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, next time you get it right. You
Yeah.
will do plenty of these questions.
Okay. So let's try this one over here. All right, I'm going to write just a couple of things to help you out. I'm going to write our formula, y equals mx plus c, and I'm going to write our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, and I want you to give this a go. I'm slowly going to add things into this picture to make your life a little bit easier, but if you, I'd love it if you could try and do it from here. But if you're struggling while you're struggling along, keep on looking at the screen. I'm going to slowly add some things to help.
I believe in my people. They'll do this. Hey guys, you'll do it. Let's go.
Let's see.
Let's do it, guys.
I'm just going to quietly add things as you're working. So if you guys are feeling stressed, just whenever you get a chance, look up at the screen, see if it'll help.
Yeah, teacher Jan has given you the hint, hint, winch, winch.
See if these work.
You're good to go.
My other advice here is, remember, if you're subtracting a negative, you have to say minus and then have brackets and have a negative. Just so you don't fall for one of those traps.
Another hint, hint.
Yeah. Winking my way through this question.
You know? Alvarez is in grade 9, isn't he? Sorry.
Yeah, he is. Was he not in?
I I haven't seen Alvarez in
We're
both.
gonna have to follow up on that.
Yeah, in both lessons.
Oh, I saw Alvarez. So I saw Alvarez last week.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't here. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, he was in this class.
Let's go, Moabi.
Yeah, where is he? It's an excellent question. Okay,
Chilo.
Chilo, are you gonna talk us through this one?
Yes, ma'am. So,
Okay,
like,
we're all yours.
okay, so like you first have to find the other set of coordinates, right?
Good.
So then you're gonna have wait, hold on. Oh shoot, I think I made a mistake since I'm looking at the board now and like okay, let me get back to like 2 minutes, man.
Okay.
2 minutes, man.
Chilo, I'll take the heat off you for this one. I'll go through this one and then let's see if you can bounce back for the next one. Okay. Okay. So for our M, so the first thing we needed to do here is we needed to recognize that we would have 0 because that's our y-intercept over there. Okay, that's our y-intercept. And then I just chose my x's and my y's, but remember you could have your 2's in different places. Okay, so your M in my case would be -1 minus 5 over 0 minus bracket -2. This is a very common place to fall into a trap. So if you wrote 0 minus 2, boom, you're in my trap number 1. I'm hoping you didn't. Okay, so M is going to be -1 minus 5, which is -6. 2 negatives next to each other become a positive, so that becomes +2. And -6 divided by +2 gives me -3. Now I have my gradient. My y-intercept is this dude over here because it crosses my y-axis. So my equation is going to be y equals -3x minus 1. How did this question go? What are we looking at mark-wise here? Talk to me. Tiana, how did it go?
Yo, ma'am, it was just too emotional. I'm so emotional. But anyway, ma'am, I'm confused now. Ma'am,
Okay.
but like, I never knew that the second Y is what we're supposed to put in the MC.
For your C value.
Yeah, and I also got it too. I fell into that too, to where it -2. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's the beginning of the lesson. Don't panic. So this C value is your y-intercept. So your y-intercept is where your line crosses your y-axis. And so sometimes it won't be like that, but sometimes it will be that number. So if that number is right by where it crosses, if it is your y-intercept, then that will be your C value.
Okay, then I have another question.
Okay.
Maybe it's our X value or like the X, whatever that is there, man. Like ma'am see there, -2, 5. Is that like our x-intercept or like x
No,
value?
your x-intercept would be this one over here. That's your x-intercept. Because your
Oh.
x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis.
So what is the -2?
It's just a point. It's a set of coordinates on the graph.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Let's go down the line. Chilo, yes. Did you land up getting this right in the end?
Ish, ma'am. So like a lot was going on. I won't lie to you. So like, I did this in term 1, right?
Okay.
I did like distance, gradient, and all those other ones in term 1, and I was fine with it.
And
I
that's
haven't
just
done
popped
this
out
in a
of your
while.
head.
So then yes, ma'am. So this gradient, like I did everything I was supposed to, but you see with the gradient formula, right? I didn't put the coordinates in properly. So for example, I said like at the top for the numerator, I said 0 minus 5. At the bottom, I said -2 plus 1. So
Okay.
I messed up the coordinates.
So just while you're getting it back into your head, I really recommend writing the x1 and the y1 and the x2 and the y2 just while it's getting back in your head, because it really stops you from making mistakes. And as soon as it's in your head and you're feeling good, you can get rid of that step.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Nice job. And yes, hello. How did it go?
Ma'am, how do you tell which one's the X2 and like X1? Is the x is like the y2 always the y-intercept?
No, so you can choose as long as they're a set. It doesn't matter which one you choose. So you could have also made that x1 and y1 and this x2 and y2. As long as the 2's are together and the 1's are together, it doesn't matter where they are.
Oh, because I did that and I got negative 2x minus 1, not negative 3x minus 1.
Okay, so let's keep it like this. So then I would say I've got 5 minus negative 1. Do you have a negative 1 there?
I didn't put that bracket thing.
Yeah, there we go. The brackets
No.
are sneaky. They like to trap you.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, no problem. Roma, can I help?
So ma'am, hi ma'am.
Hi.
I understood the question, but then my problem was I said m equals 5 minus bracket negative 1, which gave me a positive 6 over a positive 2, which gave me a positive 3 and not a negative 3.
Okay, so let's have a look. Let's carry this one on. So I've got 5 minus negative 1. And then did you have negative 2 minus 0?
No ma'am.
That guy over there. That's going to ensure that it stays negative.
Yes ma'am.
Okay, cool. Nice question, guys. I love your questions. Keep them coming. That's the only way we learn. We learn through making mistakes. Exactly. Your math teachers will try and trap you the way I am trying to trap you. So we learn in these lessons how not to be trapped so that you don't get trapped in class.
Yeah,
Good.
it's
If you
very
need a
good for your
screenshot,
brain.
this is when you take one, and then I'm going to move down.
Shine, shine. Screenshots time.
Do we have any Harry Potter fans in this class?
Oh, guys.
I used to be one.
Oh, used to be. How can you used to be? Harry Potter fans are
You know,
like ride and die. I'm shocked.
Ma'am,
can never
do you know
be-
the term Japanese cartoons?
Yes, I do. A manga.
Yes, ma'am. Manga and anime.
Okay, so you've turned into manga from Harry Potter.
Yes,
my
ma'am.
teacher doesn't
Rabbit!
know what's Harry
Shucks.
Potter.
Okay, no one's gonna
Yeah.
appreciate my story.
I'm allergic to TV. I just don't know how to watch
Harry
TV.
Potter started as a book. It's a
You
book.
can read
Five
it. There's a
books,
lot of books.
But I don't really like reading books.
Jasmine,
Wrong
did you say
class.
that you were a Harry Potter fan?
No, SpongeBob.
Oh my gosh.
Wrong class,
Linda,
Teacher Jen.
Yes,
Wrong
man, of
crowd,
course.
hey? Wrong crowd. Okay. It's fine. You will not find my day fine. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to warn you before you get started that I've tried to trap you. Don't fall for my trap. I have tried to trap you. Okay, what I'm wanting in this one is I'm wanting an answer y equals mx plus c. I'm wanting to know what my m is. I want to know what my c is. So I want my equation of this graph. Don't fall for the trap. Give me my beautiful answer. Then I'm going to show you a slightly trickier type of graph. And then we're going to do a brain break. So after this one, we're going to work with substitution, which I know is not your favorite, but you will be fine. Yeah, 0-0. Someone's seeing it. It's allowed to be 0-0. It's allowed to go through that point.
But it's just a trick.
But I'm trying to trap you. Don't walk into it, guys. Let's see who manages to get this one right. Oh, Chilo's coming in. Chilo, have you got an answer for me?
Ma'am, I just have one small question. I just need to know that
Sure.
can the
ask away.
gradient be a fraction?
Yes, 100% the gradient can be a fraction.
Okay, thank you. I'll get back to like a minute. Just
Okay, you take your time. Devo, do you have a question? Can I help?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to ask if it's possible to convert the fraction into a decimal.
Leave it as a fraction. So whenever your answer for a gradient is a fraction, keep it as a fraction.
All right, thank you.
Keep it as an improper fraction. Let me be more specifically.
Ma'am, is the answer a fraction?
Yes.
Sure. I didn't fail in this question.
Marula,
Tiana,
that's
you'll
just
be
the best
okay.
sentence. I'm just imagining Indiana getting trapped by a maths problem. It would be so good. Okay,
You
I'm
guys
just
will
going
be
to see
fine.
these questions here. Roma, is that a question?
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask if I can try answer the question.
Sure, Roma. Sure. Talk us through. Tell us sort of step by step what you did, how you thought this out.
So I first wrote out the y equals mx plus c,
Beautiful.
and then I said m equals y2 plus minus y1 and over x2 minus x1,
Nice.
which is going to be -6 minus 0.
So I'm just going to put in these values. So I'm going to say x2, y2, x1, y1. Okay, but I love that. -6 minus 0 over.
-4 minus 0,
Perfect.
which gave me -6 over -4,
Okay,
which gave me 3 over 2.
beautiful.
And then y equals 3 over 2x plus 0.
Yes, yay, you did not fall for my trap. Beautiful.
Well done.
Well done, Roma. Okay, so our y-intercept here, it crosses our y-axis at 0. And so our y-intercept is 0. We're allowed to have a 0. That's okay. Okay, so our gradient is 3 over 2. Our y-intercept is 0. That would be our full equation. Let's try and go through some of these questions. Devo, can I help? No?
Sorry, ma'am, that was a mistake.
Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. Koketsu?
Okay, so you'll have to unmute yourself on your side.
Okay, guys, if the hands are up now, if they were up to answer, do you want to just drop them down for me? Just only keep your hands up if you have a question. Okay. Tiana, yeah.
So what if we like did it the other way when the other side was x to the power 2?
Okay, so you're saying if you had said that this was x2, y2, and x1, y1.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do it. M would be 0 minus -6 over 0 minus -4. Those two negatives would become a positive. Those two negatives would become a positive. So we would have 6 over 4, and that would simplify down to 3 over 2.
Oh, ma'am, I didn't know it's gonna be 6 over. I did it right now.
Okay.
Like I got it to like 6 over 4, and then I don't know what happened after that. But I
Okay.
never got 3 over 2.
That's okay. If you got to that point, that's a great start. All we did from there to there is we just simplified the fraction.
Oh, like making it a half. Né?
Exactly, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I basically got it right.
Yeah,
I
you
just know
did.
this one.
That's it. That's it. Basically, exactly. Chilo, hello.
yes, man. So like I got everything, like I was going well, right?
Uh-huh.
Everything was going well. But then like the reason I didn't answer quickly, same thing with the last question, I was stuck on finding C, right? So like can you please like explain that y intercept, like C equals y intercept one last time? I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm begging
no
you,
problem. No problem. Okay, so your y-intercept, guys, is wherever the line crosses the y-axis. So if I had a line like this, for example, and let's say that point was -6, then my C value would be -6. If I had a line and it was up here and that value was 9, then my C value would be 9. This is going right through there where my y value is 0. And so my y-intercept is 0. So wherever that line crosses this this axis. This is your y-axis. Okay, so wherever your line crosses the y-axis, whatever that value is, that will be your y-intercept. Just in this case, our y-intercept happened to be 0. Amber, how I got 3/2 is by substituting in these values. So if you did it this way, you may have made some mistakes with the brackets. That might have happened. But otherwise, all I did was I took the one y value and I minused the other one, and I took the one x value and I minused the other one. And then I got -6/-4. 2 negatives make a positive. And to simplify 6/4, I just divided both of those by 2 to get 3/2. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a different type of graph. And then we're going to do a quick brain break. And then I'll let you try to do the one that I will explain next. Okay, so if you'd like a screenshot here, please take one. Okay. Oh, don't even look. Don't even look.
Mr. Brian. Oh,
coming
Mr.
back to
Brian
Brian.
is not here.
We're coming back, Brian. Okay.
We're back.
Who can tell me what the difference is of this line that you're seeing in front of you compared to the ones that we've been doing? What's missing here? Tiana, yeah, what's missing in this line?
There's not like two, there's only an x-intercept under.
Good. Okay, there's the x-intercept. Okay, so that one over there would be an x-intercept. This is an x-intercept. And there is no y-intercept. Okay, and if there is no y-intercept, then we have no c value. Okay, because that over there, that pink dot, that's my y-intercept, and we don't know what it is. Okay, so we don't have a c value. At the moment, we don't know what it is. So we're going to do as much as we can, and then I'm going to show you something new. So the first thing we're going to do is exactly the same as what you've been doing. We have our equation, okay, and we're going to find our m value. So I'm going to make that x1, y1, x2, y2, and I'm going to find my m. So that's going to be 0 minus 10 over -3 minus 2, which will give me -10 over -5, and negative and a negative is a positive. 10 divided by 2, 5 is 2. Okay, so m is 2. So at the moment, I have y equals 2x plus c. Now, in all of the previous ones, that plus c was really easy because we could just put in whatever value was there. Now we don't have it. It's sad. So we have to do something else. We have to substitute in a set of coordinates. You can choose any one you want to substitute in. I'm going to choose to substitute in this one, but I could substitute in -3 and 0. Okay, so I'm going to substitute in 2 and 10. Basically, we're just going to substitute in 1 point. Remember, that is x and that is y. Okay, so my y value is 10. My x value is 2, and we don't know what our c value is. So 10 is equal to 2 times 2, which is 4, plus c. We're going to zoom that 4 onto the other side. 10 minus 4 equals c, which means c is equal to 6. And so my equation is 2x plus 6. Questions? You have questions? Ask away. Talita, how can I help?
Ma'am, there's a lot going on here, ma'am.
There is.
Oh, ma'am, I'm trying to like focus on one thing, but like as I'm seeing, it's like, yo, nah.
Okay, so all of this is what you've already done. That's just finding m. So
Yes.
are you happy with that part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, once we've found m, the only new thing we're going to do here is we're going to substitute in a point. Okay, so I can choose anyone. I'm choosing this 2 and this 10. And so that's my y value and that's my x value. See, y value, x value. So I'm substituting those points in to find my c value. And once we found our c value, then we have our equation. Try look through it. Just try look through it at your own pace. Don't panic. I'll answer the other questions so long. And if you're still feeling lost about something, put your hand up again for me. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Roma, can I help?
Hi, Mom. I just wanted to ask a question.
Sure.
When it comes to substituting in the y-intercept, does it matter which y-intercept I choose? Like which y I choose?
Like which coordinate? You can choose this one or you could choose this one. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
Thank you,
whichever
ma'am.
one you're happy with, you can pop that in.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Okay. I recommend you take a screenshot, or if you're fast at writing, you can try and jot this down. I'm going to leave it on the board for 30 more seconds, just so that you can process and let it sink into your brain. And then we're going to do a quick brain break. And then I'm going to give you another question to try by yourselves.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I would like to say, even Miss Coco couldn't find out what's Ma'am's team bet. That just shows it be smart.
I'm sneaky. That's
Not me.
I like to be sneaky.
Not me though, but the others, because I never get a team bet. But not me, the others do. Ma'am said, Miss Coco didn't even phone Ma'am to ask Ma'am what is it. Miss
She
Coco
did.
told us. See, so Ma'am, there's smart people here.
But I think if I'd given teacher Coco a clue and I told her that it was a movie, I think she would have been fine. Okay, let's jump to our brain break. Okay, so our first brain break is a 24. So all you have to do is use all four numbers. You're only allowed to use each number once, and you can use times, divide, plus or minus, and I want the number 24. It's a nice, easy one today. I promise you'll be fine. And then after that, we've got a quick dingbat, and let's see how you go. Okay, so once you have an answer, let me know. I'm looking for the number 24. Just pop that hand up for me as soon as you figured it out.
We can do this, guys. Let's see. Woo,
Oh,
Marilla.
Marilla was up there in like 10 seconds. Marilla, can you tell me what to do?
Okay, miss, 5 times 4.
Yeah.
And then you plus that by 5, and then minus 1.
Yes.
Well done.
I told you it was a nice, easy one. I'm going to start giving you guys harder ones. They're coming. So these ones they work in difficulty levels. These dots in the middle, if you ever see these online, guys, those dots tell you how hard they are. So if it's a 1 dot, then they're easy. But I obviously had to give you easy ones while you were learning. Then you get 2 dots, and then you get 3 dots. So I'll try and bring you a 2 dot one next and see how those ones go. But I think you'll be fine. Nice job. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20, and then 20 plus 5 minus 1. All good. Okay, let's see if you're ready for your dingbat. Your dingbat today is a phrase. It's a phrase.
Something that people say, and they love saying it.
Yeah. It's like often people will say it to you in a conversation. It's a phrase. So sort of start it by saying I'm. That might help you. So when you get to the dingbat, think if you started at I'm, and then think about what the rest of that sentence would be. Okay, let's go.
Amber is already guessing, and she has
I'm angry.
No, not angry, not tired.
I'm confused.
Confused, no. Emotional, no.
It's a phrase, guys.
No.
I'm feeling under the weather.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful. Gosh, you got that
Wow,
so
that was
quickly.
fast.
I'm feeling.
That was quite fast.
Okay, so the feeling is because of the emotion. feeling? I'm feeling under, because the emotion is under the weather.
The weather.
That's our
You
weather.
guys. Well done, my people.
Jeez, you got that so fast. I'm gonna stop giving
that
you
was
guys
really
hints.
fast.
Too fast.
We are Yolanda's people. We can never be beaten.
Yeah, you can never
you
be beaten.
can't. Oh, you can't. You always win.
Always win. Too fast for me. Okay, let's see if you guys can give one of those graph questions a try, where you have to figure some things out by yourself. Okay, so I would like for you to give this question a try for me. I'd like to know what my equation of this graph is. So I would like my answer as a full equation. Good luck. Take your time. Don't rush through it. I'm going to write one thing to help.
All the best, my people. You can do it.
That's the only thing I'm writing to help. The rest you, and that's not even really helping, because you can just do that yourself.
I believe you guys can do it. You guys will figure it out.
You will be fine. I'll just first step, find M, then sub in a point to find C.
There we go. Okay, these I think are enough clues, guys, for us to nail this question.
Yeah. Shiloh, yes, hello.
Yes, ma'am. I think I got it.
Okay,
Let's
please keep
go.
your hand up. I'm going to call on you in like a minute. I'm just going to give people a chance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
At 22.
I'm so happy though. I'm so happy. Someone has done it.
I know.
Exciting.
Woo! Okay, guys, you're on a countdown now. You've got until 22 to finish this, and then Chilo is walking us through it. And then let's see who can get a 3 out of 3. You know what? I'll give you more marks for this one because you have to do more work. I will give you 4 marks for this question.
We can put that 4 in the bag, guys.
You got 1 minute left. 1 minute. We're like on like 20 seconds. I should like start counting you down, but it might just panic people. 10,
Yeah.
9.
Imagine.
Panic.
Bad to start going down.
Okay, Chilo, it is 22. We are all yours. Talk us through what to do.
All right, ma'am. So like you're gonna write y equals mx plus c, which is your straight line formula.
Good.
Then you're gonna go down to your gradient formula, which is m. So like what I did, I said m minus 3
minus 3. Good.
over 2 minus 1.
Oh, Chilo, what's missing?
Wait, whoa. Okay, wait. Wait.
Chilo, you're on the right track.
You're on the
Just
right
think
track.
about
You're
the
just missing
signs.
something. Like they're
Just
helping you in the
think.
chat. They're helping you to load.
Brackets. Ah, come on,
Brackets.
guys. It's brackets. Brackets.
Brackets.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
It's brackets, my
Yeah,
bad.
but I'm keeping the stress on you. You're not going to talk me through this, but you're just going to be online.
So I still gotta go through it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. So like, yeah, so then it's going to your numerator is going to be -6.
Good. I'll even help you out. So we'll have 2 + 1 at the bottom.
Yeah, so it's going to be -6/3.
Good.
I wasn't sure if I should simplify here or
Yeah, you can. So what's -6 divided by 3?
-6 divided by 3 is like -2.
There you go. Okay,
Yes. I'm so nervous for him, but
I'm feeling nervous for him as well. Okay, so far we have y equals -2x plus c. What am I going to do from there?
Honestly speaking, I think for C, I'm gonna say it's 3 at this point.
You just pulling a number out of thin air.
Chilo.
Help Chilo, who can step in here and take all the pressure off him? Someone put your hand up and help this poor guy out, because otherwise the poor man's gonna be stuck here. Okay.
Man, it's hectic.
Okay. Indivo's gonna help you out. Indivo, can you help us talk us through this next little part?
Yeah, so I substituted the coordinates of 2 is to -3.
Beautiful. Okay, so what does that look like?
And then it said -3 equals to -2 in brackets 2 plus c.
Excellent. Okay.
Well done.
Next.
And then -3 plus 4, which comes from -2 times 2 in brackets equals to c.
Write that in there. Okay, cool. Yes, beautiful.
And then -3 plus 4 equals to 1.
Beautiful. So what is my equation?
It is y equals to -2x plus 1.
Woo! Party.
Oh, I
Yes.
told you.
Well
My
done.
people are smart. Well
Chilo,
done,
you should
guys.
be just giving Indivo all the love because he saved you big time there. Big time. Okay, give yourselves 2 marks for the -2 and 2 marks for that +1. And please do not forget that x in that equation. If that x is not there, you will not get any marks.
Well done,
Tiana,
guys.
talk me through what's wrong.
Okay, ma'am. So like I got it the first time.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Woo!
Well done.
But the thing is, I forgot to write the equation and finish.
Okay, that's fine. That's one
But
easy
that's
step.
okay.
That's an easy step to get right.
The -1 and the 3. But as long as it's right, I am okay.
Yes. I feel good about that. Good. Did anybody land up getting 4 out of 4 here? Who landed up getting this whole equation right? Or did we get some 2 out of 4s? Yes, lots of 4 out of 4s. Nice. Woo!
Well done, guys. Oh, wow.
Good job. Nice. Excellent. Okay, let's try one more like this. Okay. Let's do this one. We might have time for another one. We'll have to see. We'll see if we do. Okay, let's give this one a go. You will be 100% fine. Just do it step by step. I'm writing nothing on the screen. Imagine you in a test situation and you just saw this question and you had to just do it from there.
I believe my people can do it. If you guys did the last one, this one you will also nail it.
Yeah, agreed.
Ma'am, can you please go up? I was doing the correction so you can get the formula for y.
Oh, sure. If you would like to take a screenshot, you're welcome to. Let me
Yes,
know once
ma'am.
you've got it. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Let's give this one a go.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I would just like to ask, we're not looking for the y-intercept here, ne?
Oh, yeah, because we don't have the y-intercept. That our y-intercept would be there.
It is good news.
So we don't know it. So we're going to have to do the method we've just learned. We're going to have to substitute it. Oh, guys, I've got to go and save a sock. My friend's
A
house that I'm,
sock?
yeah, my friend's house that I'm staying at. This is their dog. Say hello.
Oh, hello,
But
doggy.
she is a menace. She is a sock thief. Everything has to be like up. And let me show you what happened. She was very quiet yesterday. We didn't know why she was so quiet. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. And then I went into my room, and this is my charger. This is my laptop charger.
Oh no!
No, that's my pants here. She's a menace, guys. A menace. Everything has to be hidden. It's like she just came strolling in here with a sock.
No.
She steals the neighbor's socks. She's so sneaky.
Oh, it's that baby that you need to like put a leash on.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy pup. So cute though. Okay. Are you needing some more time? Can you just give me an emoji if you're needing some more time?
Rabbi.
Oh, I know. I was also worried because it chewed an electrical wire and it was plugged in when she chewed it. But she was fine. She's also chewed my shoes. It's been a journey. Okay. Let's go through it. I'm going to talk you guys through this one. And then I'm going to give you another one that I want you to try, which is slightly different, but it's the same sort of vibe. Okay. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start by finding our m. So I'm going to make that x1 and y1 and x2 and y2, but you can do it the other way. Okay. So you could have made that x2 and y2 and x1 and y1. Doesn't matter. So m is going to be -4 minus 4 over -1 minus 2, which is -8 over -3. Okay, a negative and a negative becomes a positive. I can't simplify that further, so I'm just going to leave it as +8 over 3. Who got to this point over here before I carry on? How did this part go? Talk to me about how we found our m. Good, 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 good. Okay, good. Next part is we need to sub in a point. Okay, so I'm going to sub in 2 and 4. Generally, where possible, I like to sub in the point where there's not negatives because I find it easier, but you can sub in any point that you like. Okay, remember that's x and that's y. At the moment, we have y equals 8 over 3x plus c. So 4 is equal to 8 over 3 times 2 plus c. Okay. Next, 4 is equal to, I'm going to multiply these. So I'm going to get 16 over 3 plus c. Who can tell me what I can do now? What are my options? Think about when we spoke about equations. What can I do at this point over here? I've got a fraction situation. Tiana, yeah.
Name can put the 4/1.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to put that over 1. What else do I have to put over 1?
The C.
I have to put the c over 1. Good. Okay. Once I've put them over 1, what am I trying to find? Why do I put them over 1?
So we can make the denominators the same.
Good. I want to find an LCD, and I'm going to make my LCD 3. So I'm going to multiply that by 3, and I'm going to multiply that by 3. And when we have an LCD in a fraction equation, we're allowed to drop it. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. Then we're going to have our 16 plus 3c. Okay, I'm going to run out of space. Okay. I'm going to move my 16 over. So I'm going to have 12 minus 16 is equal to 3c, which means the negative 4 is equal to 3c. I'm going to divide them both by 3. And so c is equal to negative 4 over 3. So this is a tricky one, guys. So my final equation is going to be y is equal to 8 over 3x minus 4 over 3. Who are our brain buffs in here and managed to get negative 4 over 3 as our c value? Do we have any brain buffs? Marilla, yes, nice. Well done. Kutwano, well done. Okay, those of you who did not get the negative 4 over 3, can you try and talk us through and tell us what happened? Kutwano, yeah, how can I help?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, so I got the final answer, but I did mine a little bit different. I didn't drop down. I didn't use the LCD method.
Okay. So
I
did
just
you?
subtracted 16 over 3 on both sides.
Totally fine. 100% fine. Because you can use your
Okay.
calculator. That's 100% fine.
Okay.
Okay. So just so I can write here exactly, I'm just going to show you guys what Kudlwana was saying over there. So at this point over here where there was 4 is equal to 16 over 3 plus c. Okay. They just said 4 minus 16 over 3 is equal to c. And because we're allowed to use our calculators, that would be 100% fine. And you would get the answer of negative 4 over 3 would be c. That's totally fine to do it that way. Okay. If anyone did not manage to get that negative 4 over 3 and you're not understanding what you're seeing on the board right now, please let me know so that we can talk about it.